All right. Good afternoon, everyone. What a great turnout. We have a few more coming in, but in the interest of time, we'll go ahead and get started. So, welcome, everyone. Happy almost Halloween. All right. If we could, silence your cell phones, please. When someone's up here speaking, it can be very distracting. So, please turn off or silence your cell phone, put it on vibrate. And hopefully everybody was able to sign in, that we get credit for attending, and you get a door prize ticket, and hopefully you got a nice pink wristband for breast cancer awareness. So appreciate everybody supporting that initiative, and thanks HR for getting that sent out. We appreciate it. Okay, we have a good day today. We're going to have a presentation on cognitive decline, dementia, and related disorders by Dr. Tessie Cataville, and her associate Mary Ann's here with her. So we're glad to have them with us. And as always, when we finish the training session, we'll share some success stories, promotions, announcements, and then we'll have some door prizes and that type of thing, and a few other announcements. So let's go ahead and ask Tessie to come up and kick off our in-service, and we thank you for being here.
All right. Hello everyone, my name is Tessie Cataville. I'm a doctorally prepared family nurse practitioner. I have been providing care to individuals with dementia for more than 35 years, 12 years as a bedside nurse, and 23 years as a nurse practitioner. The purpose of today's presentation is to share the experience and person-centered care strategies, how to take care of these patients. Okay. Today we will go over what is dementia and its stages, understand the common challenges and behaviors of dementia, and learn the practical management strategies. Can you all hear me? Okay, good, thank you. Oops. This is Blanca. She is one of my patients with the dementia. She is an 84-year-old Hispanic female diagnosed with Alzheimer's 3 years ago. She was found wandering in her neighborhood, and her daughter placed her in a nursing home. She always walks with her purse looking for an escape so she can go home. In the next slide, we will see what is happening to Blanca according to her perspective. Blanca believes she is 12 years old and lives in a cotton farm. She cannot find her parents and siblings and feels abandoned. She sees the nursing home as strange and unsafe. What is dementia? Dementia is an umbrella term used for describing a group of disease. Terminal brain disease result in progressive and irreversible death of brain cells. It can present as forgetfulness, particularly regarding recent events. They may forget appointments, misplace items, or unable to perform tasks which they could do previously. As the disease progresses, they may experience cognitive and functional losses along with the behaviors that resembles mental or psychiatric illness. These include physical or verbal aggression, wandering, delusion, hallucinating, or repetitive behaviors. There are 5 types of terminal brain diseases that cause dementia. Alzheimer's accounts for 60 to 80% of all cases. Other type of dementia are Lewy body, vascular, frontotemporal, and from other brain disease like Parkinson's and Huntington's disease. An individual can have more than one type of dementia, and it's known as mixed dementia. Each type of dementia originates from different areas in the brain. In early stages of each type of dementia, how it presents corresponds to the impairment of the function controlled by that area of the brain. As the disease progresses, brain damage spread to other areas of the brain, resulting in a common group of symptoms regardless of the type of dementia. It is important to identify the primary type of dementia in the early stage to provide better care. You have a patient who is being aggressive. It could be Lewy body or it could be Alzheimer's. The approach is different in each case. In Lewy body, their memories are intact. You can reason with them as an adult, engage them in a conversation, have them explain the situation, or maybe have them suggest a solution. This may help to de-escalate the situation. With Alzheimer's, memory and intellectual age is regressing. Speak to them as if you are speaking to a toddler or a young child to comfort them. Next, we will see the progression of dementia. Progression of dementia is in stages. The first stage is mild cognitive impairment or MCI. It is a normal process of aging. The elderly age 65 and older lose up to 20% of their adult brain. With MCI, the processing speed of memory and thinking becomes slower. You see a friend you haven't seen in a while. You are struggling to recall their name as they are talking to you. An hour later, the friend's name pops up in your head. That is MCI. Research shows 18% of people over 60 are living with MCI in the US. 15% of people with MCI will develop dementia within 2 years. It is a worthwhile practice to be self-aware of these symptoms, to investigate and take early intervention to slow down the progression of the disease. In mild dementia, with mild dementia, the patient has trouble recalling recent events, but they can still live and function independently. They can drive, they can shop, and they can hold a job. This person is aware of their memory issues and may try to hide it by being rude or difficult to interact with, or isolating themselves from the family and friends. Now I wonder, are the terms like grumpy old man or mean old lady, are they early signs of Alzheimer's? In moderate dementia, memory loss is more prominent and start to affect daily activities like personal care, hygiene, and getting dressed. They might try to hide the decline by telling you things from their long-term memory 30 years ago with clarity and detail, but they cannot tell you what they had for breakfast or lunch. The regression of mental age is more prominent at this age. They will be talking frequently about their childhood memories, or searching for their childhood home and parents. In Blanca's case, she is at an advanced stage of moderate dementia. Her mental or intellectual age has declined to 12 years old. Her brain cells that store memories beyond 12 years of age are empty. She is reliving her life at the age of 12, searching for home and family she had at that age. Unfortunately, they no longer exist at her current age of 84. To illustrate Blanca's plight, this is the stage where the bowel and bladder incontinence develops, unsteady gaits, frequent falls, and injuries. Safety is a major concern and requires 24-hour supervision, and they can no longer live independently. In severe stages, everything goes to baseline as if they are an infant. There is severe loss of memory, cognition, speech, and physical decline. They are prone to contractures, bed sores, aspiration pneumonia, and aspiration pneumonia is the most common cause of death among this group. Next, we will see what are the challenging issues and behaviors. Even though verbal communication is severely impaired in dementia, patients talk to us through nonverbal expressions like facial expression, gestures, postures, and eye contact. I have a wheelchair patient with moderate dementia and paranoid delusions. She becomes suspicious and wary when people approaches her. When I visit her, she makes loud and embarrassing derogatory comments to me. After learning some strategies for effective communication with a patient diagnosed with dementia, I changed my approach. I knelt in front of her to be at the same eye level, looked into her eyes with a warm smile, and spoke to her in a gentle, friendly, non-confrontational tone of voice. To my surprise, she was polite, friendly. She answered all my questions as she could. She even thanked me for visiting her. I wasn't threatening to her when I changed my approach. Presentations of pain among individuals with dementia are inconsistent when compared to individuals without dementia. A display of pain in dementia is often misdiagnosed as mental or psychiatric illness. This is due to the regression of mental age and impaired verbal communication. I had a patient who had fallen and broke her lower arm. I could see the bone sticking out under her skin. She was in a wheelchair and her broken arm was resting on her lap. She was not exhibiting any signs of pain. She verbally denied experiencing pain. I gently touched her broken arm. She immediately gave me a hard slap with her other hand. Obviously, she was guarding her injured arm. We administered pain medications. The patient was then open to being examined and receiving treatment for her broken arm. Her aggression had a source, the injury. Without the painful discomfort, the patient was not displaying any aggression. Think of a wounded animal. They are quite aggressive and guarded when they are physically hurt or feel cornered. Even someone is trying to help them. They cannot speak to let you know how they feel or where they hurt. Impaired safety. Impaired safety is from regression of mental age. In the advanced stages of the disease, a person's mental age may regress to that of a toddler, putting them at risk for various safety concerns that we expect to see with toddlers. The common safety concerns are wandering, injuries from sharp object, falls, burns, electrocution, and accidental poisoning. So what are the behaviors? So repetitive behaviors can cause enormous emotional burnout for caregivers. A patient may be asking the same question and or repeating the same story throughout the day. One of my patients was recently moved into a memory unit. She goes to the nurse's station every few minutes to ask when her son John will come to take her home. Each time a nurse explained to her why she is in the unit. This can be time consuming for a very busy staff. One of the nurses came up with an excellent idea. She wrote on a white clipboard, "John is coming tomorrow at 10 a.m. Be ready." So every time the patient walks up to the nurse's station, they showed her the clipboard. She reads the message, says thank you to the nurse, and goes back to her room. This simple solution reduced the patient's anxiety, helped the staff to deal with the situation efficiently, and this can be used for other patients with same behaviors, repetitive behaviors. Then verbal and physical aggressions could be from pain or unmet physical or emotional needs, frightening hallucination, delusions, or maybe anxiety. I'm speaking with a nurse. Suddenly, a female patient walks up to me. She hands me a piece of paper and rudely asks me to write down my name. I asked her why. She is getting very upset and forcefully tells me to write down your name. I did. I again asked her why she need my name. By this time she is so upset, she is trembling with rage and shouting at me, "I know who you are. You are a Mexican mafia and you are spying on these people to get their information." I realized if I continued to question her, I might be physically attacked. I quietly slipped out of the unit, came back an hour later. I was concerned she may still be agitated seeing me again. To my relief, she did not remember our previous meeting and started to talk to me as if nothing happened between us. Whenever I see her, I do get anxious. My heart rate, my breathing gets a little faster, and I experience my own PTSD that day. I am still careful when I visit her, happy to say that she does not recall the memory of my mafia connection. So there are 5 things we should not tell a patient with dementia. Those are: don't tell them that they are wrong about something. Don't remind them their spouse, parent, or loved one is dead. Don't argue with them. Don't ask them if they remember, or don't bring up the topics that may upset them. In conclusion, dementia is a progressively debilitating terminal condition characterized by severe cognitive impairment, loss of language memory, and the ability to carry out daily activities of living. It is not a disease but a group of symptoms resulting in progressive and irreversible death of brain cells from various neurodegenerative diseases. Forgetfulness may be the early symptom, but good progress to a total loss of physical and cognitive function. Early identification is important. The affected individual can in advance plan for their care when in the advanced stages of the disease where their memory and judgment is lost. It is very important that advanced planning be done before a person start to have advanced decline in cognitive health. They must show that they are mentally oriented to time and place and show that they are sound of mind in order to for an advanced care plan to be legally valid. So that's the end of my presentation. Any questions? These are the references. Oh, sorry.
Just one. In the event that they do become combative,
Yes.
how do you handle it?
Always stay calm. Never, whatever they say, just always stay calm. And if you see they are not, their aggression is still getting worse, try to escape. Because the more they see you, because that whatever hallucination they are having in their mind is there. So like in the mafia case, she was literally seeing a mafia in me. And even now I can, it's kind of, I can remember the way her face looked. And if I would have stayed there, if I don't have to tell her anything, she would have been just keep on going on with that idea of being mafia. So always, try to de-escalate with the calm approach, and that's the best way. And then if if they get really aggressive, then they can be dangerous to themselves or they can be dangerous to others. So get enough help so that all will be safe.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. How about another round of applause for Dr. Tessie Cadaville? We really appreciate it. And, we do have a lot of residents here, and a great many of them have dementia, so we appreciate these tips and educational sessions. And, you may be even able to use them in your own family, because many of us have extended family that we're caring for at home. And so if you ever have questions like that, talk to your supervisor, your director. We do in-services and training all the time about approaches, and oftentimes you just have to stop and come back at another time and try it if they're really agitated. But Enrique does a lot of training about this type of interventions, and so again, we can do spot training in different departments. If you need it, let your supervisor and director know. And if you notice something with a resident that's out of the normal, there are a few conditions that might mimic dementia. If you get a really bad urinary tract infection, or a few others that can really throw a resident for a loop. But if you notice something, let us know, and we can make sure that it's they're getting the kind of treatment that they need for whatever's going on with them. But thank you very much for speaking with us, and I'm going to step over since you're affiliated with the mafia a little bit. And just kidding. But they do, goodness. But thank you very much for sharing this information. Okay, can somebody hit number 1 on the light switch back behind there, please? That'll turn on the rest of them. This number 1 at the top, I think it should turn on the rest, just so we can be safe in a few minutes. Okay, wake up, right? Wake up, wake up. Okay, we're going to start with some success stories. So any new employees that have joined us in the last 30 days, please stand up and we'll recognize you, please. Come on, Jerry, I know there's a few. Welcome, we're glad you joined us. Hi, all right, all right. Thank you, appreciate you making a great decision, joining the ARC. We've got a few promotions to share, and a lot of these are on our housekeeping department. So we're going to start with Peter Anderson, promoted to a weekend lead. Peter, I see you here. Mary Trevino, also promoted to a weekend lead. Mary, great, great. Aida Tostado to the Lakeside team leader. Aida, congratulations. We also have Alex Martinez, promoted to the housekeeping manager. And then Alma Montalongo as the Assistant Director of Housekeeping. Alma, congratulations. So, you know, there has been a lot of transitions in that department. We appreciate everybody's efforts, and, you know, the devastating loss of Alita last Saturday would have been her 36th anniversary at the ARC. So I bring that up. We've had celebrations of life for her and tributes, and we appreciate everybody's turnout. And I want you to know we have a couple of initiatives going to keep her spirit and her memory alive. Through our development department, we've rolled out a small campaign for the employee lounge downstairs, and residents are going to contribute to that, and staff if we want to, through the end of January. And then the amount of funds we raise, we're going to just really refresh the employee lounge and hopefully the restrooms down in that area to kind of beautify them. And then the other thing we're going to do is HR and the Employee Recognition Committee. We're working on a kind of a Lita Longoria Spirit Award, and the name might change, but it's really about service excellence and customer service and lifting each other up. And so we're going to be rolling that out in January as well. And so I think the Employee Recognition Committee will be choosing one employee per month that really exhibits those skills and attributes, and then they'll get an award and a gift and be recognized at the staff meeting. So we're working on those, and we're going to continue to carry the torch onward and keep that bright light as an inspiration to all of us, okay? So, sorry. Mucho fun, you're right. We're not sure what we're going to call the award yet, but that might be, or even the employee lounge, you know. So we'll be getting some input from all of you on those areas. So kind of moving into the success stories, we want to congratulate our marketing team and marketing department and the design studio. We've had a really good start to this fiscal year. So we've already had 12 new residents join us, and our plan was for at least 9. So we're doing really well. We look forward to continuing that hard work to keep the ARC full and residents happy and all of us gainfully employed. I also want to recognize Wanda Hill. I don't know that she's in here. She works at the front desk. Here we are. All right, please stand up. One of our congratulations, but one of our residents was choking and could have really expired. And Miss Wanda ran up and performed the Heimlich maneuver and basically saved her life. So I want to say thank you. And that's been a couple of them that have happened here. So training, you know, pay attention and learn how to do the training. It could really save somebody's life and could even be your own. So thank you for that attention to detail and for not freezing in that moment. So thank you, Wanda. Also, Debbie, you know the same thing about the front gate? We're getting really close on this beautiful front gate renovation, and thanks to James and his team and Debbie.
Thank you. Big thank you to James and his team and the contractors that are in place. But the exciting news is we're looking to reopen the front gate approximately on November 14th. Don't hold me to that date. However, that's the date we're looking at right now. As many of you have probably witnessed and observed up front, We're putting in new cameras. There'll be upgraded lighting. The platform itself, the cement apron has been replaced. So, and then the Golden Diggers are going to do some landscaping up there. Along with the security officers will have new tablets. They won't be using a stubby pencil anymore to clock in folks that are guests and contractors. It'll be a much more technology offered environment up there, and it'll be streamlined. It'll be really exciting for the folks that work at the front gate and for you as well. Hopefully that transition from Miller Road will be much better for you all coming in on Crestway. So look for more information. HR will push that out, the exact date on Paycor. And of course, all the supervisors, managers, and directors will be giving you a definitive date. But look around November 14th to come in the front gate again. Thank you.
Really, thanks for all the work on that. It not only will be beautiful, but it'll be safer and keep all of us much safer too. So, Stephanie, anything you have? You want to touch on a couple of items? Then we'll do the drawings.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Well, as we bring awareness to breast cancer, I just wanted to remind you guys the importance of scheduling your annual preventive appointments, okay? Make sure to take time to schedule those. If you need help with finding a doctor or scheduling an appointment, reach out to me and my team will be happy to help you with that or provide the resources. And then a few quick reminders. On November the 5th, we will have a stretching class here in the auditorium led by our wellness coordinator, Carrie Mendez. Hey, Carrie, wherever you are. I think she's in here. So if you all can join us, it'll be about 30 minutes and no sign up is needed, and you'll earn 300 points for the Vitality program for participating. And then also on November the 10th at 10 a.m., we'll be holding our Veterans Day ceremony. So if you're a veteran, you're invited to attend. And then also if you can check in with the HR team because we will be collecting photos. And then lastly, we'll be hosting a Day of Gratitude for all employees. That's scheduled for the November the 12th. And this event was funded by a resident that wanted to give back to all of our employees in a different way. So it's going to be a really fun day. We'll have massage chairs here from 7 to 4 p.m. so you can enjoy a nice massage. And then we'll also have some food trucks. So we'll have Cheesy Jane and Tacos El Taquin here. So you can get a free lunch. It'll be nice. So that's all I have. Thank you all. November 17th.
One of the things Stephanie reminded me of is Thanksgiving's coming up. So we'll be handing out Thanksgiving cards to every employee around the 17th of November. So you remember we used to give out big frozen turkeys, and I was one of the culprits. I forgot it in my car, and after about 3 days, thawed out turkey in the back of my car. So we decided to give out the gift cards, and that way if you don't like turkey, you can buy ham or you can buy whatever you want. So, oh yeah, daylight savings time ends this Sunday. So after you trick or treat, then when it comes around Sunday, we're going to gain an hour of sleep, so that might help us, all right? So turn your clock back an hour. Jerry Trevino is our new interim administrator. He joined us October 20th, so I'm going to let him pick our birthday winner for October. Jerry's a Marine from back in the day, and we're blessed to have him with us helping at healthcare. Who we got? All right. Manuel de Gunara. There we are. All right. Housekeeping. Happy birthday. And I have to say it, Kathy's birthday's today. So Kathy, she's over there all dolled up, and you can't miss her. Sorry about that. Yikes. All right. Couple door prizes. We'll move us along. Hopefully I didn't lose one. Why don't you pick us a winner? Hi. All right.
Okay,
Don't listen to them. Just pick the one you want. Josefina. Josefina, where are you? Come on up. All right. Come on. Over here. Show them up here a little. Alma. You've been a rock, Alma. Thank you so much. Who'd you pull?
Who is it? Rachel Pettis.
I think it's Maybe Rachel, 456, the last three numbers. All right, come on up. Rachel handwriting is kind of like mine, I hate to say. Uh-oh. Did he say that? Did I say that out loud? I guess I did. All right, pick us one more winner, all right? Rosario Ortega. Rosario, come on up, all right. Fantastic. All right, any alibis? Uno más.
One more thing. If you didn't get to vote for a pumpkin, please get with Felicia. She'll have your little spider so you can put in your vote. She didn't let me tell you which one was HR, so you can vote for us. But hopefully you can figure it out.
Yeah, and I think the residents are going to vote too. They're having a party tomorrow afternoon, so we should know pretty soon who the winners are. But all right. Well, I think that's about it, everyone. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for being here. Let's continue making the Ark a great place to live and work.